Don't be fooled by this most recent Bitcoin dump we had on the price action on Bitcoin, because I believe that there is something far greater about to be happening to Bitcoin, and I will be exactly explaining that on today's update video. I will talk about this massive compression we're currently seeing around all-time highs and what this will mean for the Bitcoin price action right now and what it historically has meant for the Bitcoin price action previously around. So I will be talking about this, many more important charts and indicators that are telling us something about what is about to be happening next for Bitcoin. So without any further ado, don't forget to once again slap that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the price action of Bitcoin, because right now on the imminent short term, indeed, Bitcoin has seen a massive correction towards the downside from $70,000 all the way down to an approximately $67,000, which was in about a 4% correction towards the downside. And like I discussed on yesterday's video, we were creating that Bitcoin CME gap, and like I said yesterday numerous times before, it is very likely that most likely at the end of the weekend or at the beginning of the Monday, we are going to be filling up the Bitcoin CME gap. And that was, in my opinion, also the exact reason why Bitcoin indeed came back towards the downside. We created that CME gap and we wanted to fill it up, and right now, after of course the CME gap is filled up, a new week has started, and this, I believe, is going to be a massive week for Bitcoin. So now the CME gap is filled up and Bitcoin is still consolidating around all-time highs. And while we had that correction towards the downside, you can see here on the imminent short term and also on this 4 hourly time frame right here, it got eaten up very quickly. And while this is happening, we're creating higher low after higher low after higher low after higher low, and the lows are becoming exponentially higher. And while this is happening, we're actually also creating a higher high structure on the Bitcoin price action. And basically what we can currently see is that the Bitcoin price action is getting squeezed in towards a massive breakout, and all this is happening while we are indeed consolidating below all-time highs. So, I mean, honestly, the most bullish thing that you can see here is consolidation around the all-time highs. I mean, all we're doing right now is clearing the sell. All we're doing right now is clearing the sell orders. So Bitcoin is going to be having an exponential breakout. And what happened last time around, once Bitcoin clearly broke above the all-time high with all the conviction, it pumped over 21% in just a matter of 24 hours. So I'm expecting something similar is going to be happening with Bitcoin again here. What is going to be today, or what is going to be happening at the end of this week, or potentially even next week? I mean, last time around, it took us an approximately 16 days of consolidation below all-time high before absolutely exploding. Right now, we've been consolidating sideways for 6 days, and like I said in many videos before, honestly, the longer the consolidation is going to be, the more explosive the breakout is going to be eventually. But you have to understand that last time around, it took 16 days, and I think it's going to be a little bit sooner. So I am expecting it's going to be happening this week. And indeed, while Bitcoin is still creating these higher highs and higher lows, I believe that breakout is going to be happening anytime soon, because today is Monday again, and today is the first possibility we are going to be seeing that breakout above all-time highs, because the last time Bitcoin had a significant pump towards the upside was also on a Monday. And what is very interesting, a Monday is a day where BlackRock can once again buy more Bitcoin. And like we know, on average, there is an approximately 10,000 Bitcoins getting bought every single day by the 9 new spot Bitcoin ETFs. And that is just going to be having a massive influence on the price action on Bitcoin. And I do really expect that this trend is going to be continuing. And that is why I think that you should not get fooled by these minor corrections towards the downside that happened over the course of the weekend, but you should look for the bigger perspective. And yes, like I said many times before, Bitcoin has always historically broke with much more conviction above its all-time high. And right now we're just playing with that all-time high. We're just playing with it, touching it, going down a little bit here, clearing some sell orders. But the moment we're breaking clearly above it is the point where Bitcoin is going to be pushing up to $80,000 very quickly. And yeah, more and more people are actually not looking to sell their Bitcoin anytime soon, because they know that we're in the beginning of the bull run. So most likely Bitcoin is going to just run way higher from off this point. And of course, if you've been watching my videos, you do know my price target for this upcoming Bitcoin bull run is going to be somewhere around $170,000. So if you are looking to trade Bitcoin or any other altcoin, which are right now down quite significantly, you could right now sign up an account using that link below, because if you right now sign up an account using the link below, you could get an insane deposit bonus to Deepcoin, and it's an exchange where you can trade without KYC, without VPN, and you could copy trade, you could trade yourself, and it's all with low fees and without any restrictions. So if you're interested in trading, go to Deepcoin in the link description of today's video, sign up an account, claim the deposit bonus, and start trading today. And as we're looking at the daily time frame, we can see that Bitcoin indeed increased quite significantly in a very rapid pace towards the upside. And right now, for the first time, it's really running in towards a resistance. And of course, but it is of course also due to the fact that it is indeed the Bitcoin all-time high. But I do believe that eventually we're going to be breaking this level, and the next resistance for Bitcoin is going to be $100,000 if we're going to be looking at a realistic price target. So make sure to get ready for that. And if you're ready, make sure to stomp on the like button on today's update video, because I am definitely ready for it, and I know it's going to be happening anytime soon. And on the weekly time frame, you could be approaching it like this. Bitcoin indeed touching and kissing with that all-time high, and the moment we're breaking above it, that is the point we're going to be going exponential. And like we've seen in the previous cycle and in previous cycles before that, always once Bitcoin breaks above its all-time high, it only takes an approximately 20 to 21 days before it's going to be reaching its first exponential target, which is the 1.618. And in this case, that is going to be $100,000. And yes, yet again, it sounds quite ridiculous that Bitcoin is indeed going to be hitting $1,000, but you have to understand that there are many events that could be even pushing up Bitcoin higher in the coming days, since in 38 days from now on, we're going to have the Bitcoin halving, and this will literally be not a sell the news event, which a lot of people are saying. I believe it's going to be a buy the news event, because this is going to be happening in the middle of the bull market, and with still large amounts of ETF buys, is only going to be making Bitcoin more scarce, and of course, eventually that is going to be pushing up the Bitcoin price action even higher from off this point onwards. So 38 days is going to be another big catalyst to send Bitcoin up even higher, in my opinion. While many people are saying it's going to be a sell the news event, I actually think it is not necessarily going to be a sell the news event, because historically speaking, only once really it has been a sell the news event. It was over here back in 2016. It was a slight sell the news event, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If like, we're right now 4 weeks out before the Bitcoin halving is going to be there, so that is going to be approximately over here, and then still you had that massive run towards the upside. And if you're going to be comparing it towards 2012, 4 weeks before, it was right here, and boom, you had that massive move towards the upside. And if you're going to be looking at 2020, of course, if you bought it 2 weeks before, it was 4 weeks before, it was over here, boom, we had that massive rally towards the upside. And right now, it is indeed clearly different this time around, because in the previous cycles, Bitcoin has not broken above a new all-time high before halving, and now we're already at all-time highs, and Bitcoin is going to be having that halving, and most likely, boom, that is going to catapult Bitcoin even up higher. So I don't believe it's going to be a sell the news event, and honestly, I am just not going to be all too bearish right now in this market, because we are in a bull market, and the last thing you want to be doing is shorting Bitcoin in a freaking bull market. And not only talking about Bitcoin, guys, you know that I've sold a lot of my Bitcoin to buy Ethereum, and in 72 days from now on, we're going to actually have a spot Ethereum ETF coming. Like we know, what happened to the Bitcoin ETF is going to be happening the same to Ethereum, only Ethereum has not exploded yet here compared to the Bitcoin valuation. And I do believe this is going to be happening once this ETF is going to come, and once there's going to be more spotlights on Ethereum. And I believe retail is also going to be taking this trade, but they're just going to be a little bit slower because this is happening in May, and I am right now anticipating this already in March. So if you want to be anticipating a next big news event, make sure to be early towards these big trends here. At least that is what I am doing. I'm trying to anticipate that next big move here in the market, and that is why I decided to load up on Ethereum, because I do believe it's going to be exploding. And yes, guys, I'm also holding a ton of altcoins. I yesterday made a tweet about it, about all the altcoins I'm holding. If you want to be learning more about altcoins, make sure to follow me on Twitter. And also, guys, I'm going to be doing a small little giveaway later here on Twitter, because I had 700,000 followers on X. So if you want to be joining that giveaway, make sure to go to my most recent tweet, where you can basically drop your Bitcoin address below, and it will be making a deposit to one lucky follower later today. So make sure to check it out. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy the video. If you did so, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching once again towards this update video. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow on another one. Peace out. Goodbye.